Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Gophers will have some work to do after that short return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got his man down the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. Discards a man. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Nebraska 14, Minnesota 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, the running back has it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. He's going to pass. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got it at the 25. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern.
Leaves it with the running back.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right side. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
For the offense.
The give to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that.
He is smashing people. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll run it again. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The option look. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the...
Going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll take the return and try to improve the field. And he pumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Huskers! And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna let it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the point after is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And here's the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the... Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Let's go! Trying play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer.
Just steamrolling his way through. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
And he breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Minnesota, 10.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
3rd down coming up.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Power football with the run. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, Keep the ball on the ground. Keep that thing just ticking, Paul.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, we've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Touchdown, Huskers! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And the extra point was... the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
66, Minnesota 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 8 over Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
Looking deep down the right side. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Give him 96 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. He leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything.
Looking deep. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in.
Is good.
Continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the ground to try to move the chains. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.